What up, Closing Nation? Ooh, man, it's going to be a good day today. Hey, check this out. I was with Amy yesterday. For those of you that don't know Amy, she's my beautiful blonde fiance. But she's just an awesome person. For those of you that know her, you know she's awesome. Anyway, so we're at the 33-week checkup yesterday at the doctor in Frisco, Texas. And the doctor, I'm always in there like cutting jokes and stuff. They know me really well. I mean, look, I'm a dude that walks into a doctor's office full of vagina diagrams. I'm gonna say funny shit, right? I can't fucking help it. It's just gonna happen. There's vagina diagrams everywhere. Had I walked into this doctor's office as a young man, I would have understood things, all things vaginally, a lot better. But anyway, as an adult now, I completely understand. I put my fingers in the diagram and shit in front of the doctor and was asking questions. She got all like uncomfortable the first couple times, but hell, we're 33 weeks into this now. They know me very well. They're like, oh, here comes that fucking ass clown again. Anyway, back to the story. So the doctor finally asked me yesterday, she's like, what in the world do you do for a living? Because I'm always wearing like funny shirts that say like entrepreneur for life and stuff like that. And yesterday I think I had a shirt on that said cash is king. And I said, I do sales training. She goes, ooh, I bet that's a lot of money. And I said, well, what makes you think that? It's not like I dress nice or Amy, she's like dressed to the nines all the time, but it's like, it's not like I'm wearing like a Rolex or anything like that. And she says, well, if you're in sales, why wouldn't you want to invest in yourself and get better at it so that you can make more money? And I thought, well, that sounds all fine and dandy, Doc. You would be surprised the amount of people in sales that don't invest in themselves, right? And she's like, well, what do you mean? She's like, but if they invest in themselves, they make more money, right? Just like I did with my education, becoming a doctor, I invested to where I could learn more, to where I could get better at my job, to where I could make more money, obviously. And I'm like, in theory, that's what I did when I worked directly in sales before I did sales training. When I was actually, I'm still a salesperson, but like when I was in the corporate world doing sales, that's what I did. I always invested in mentors and training. But it's amazing the amount of sales people out there that don't invest in themselves and don't invest in training. And what's funny is the good doc's like, well, what's the deal with that? Why don't they do it? So here, let me ask you a question. If you're not making at least $250,000 a year in sales, right? At least $250,000 a year in sales, and now fuck your excuses, you don't have the money or whatever, but if you're in sales and you're not earning at least $250,000 a year, and you don't have a mentor, and you're not in a coaching program, and you're not in some sort of paid learning process where you can get better at your craft, the fuck are you doing? Right? Like, you're not even making $250,000 a year. That's barely touching the middle class, and then you refuse to invest in yourself. Guess what? People like Zuckerberg, people like myself, people like Bill Gates, they invest in their education. They invest in surrounding themselves with other people in masterminds and things of that capacity so that they can get better. You think nobody wakes up and goes, dude, I just want to do this alone and be a novice, right? Why do something alone and try to be a novice when you can group together with a bunch of other experts and ultimately become an expert too? It's just something that the good doctor said, right? And I thought, you know what? I'm going to make a video about this because a lot of salespeople don't even think of it that way. Maybe you're one of them. If so, head over to breakfreeacademy.com/entourage. That's going to be the best place that you could possibly get involved in the best coaching program for salespeople out there. Period. I'll put that on anything. Get over there, breakfreeacademy.com/entourage. Later.